Alright, good evening everybody. We are looking at trying out the lag on Tribble. And after that, some beautiful leveling of the altitude. For which one we will do the second part of the mission, the second mission actually, which should be fixed mostly now. I think they mentioned most of the bugs in that today's patch, which actually took care of your tier 5 reputations not being able to convert more than one set of marks each time. So you now should be able to convert 500 marks at once for every single one of your connected to this one live server. That is not what we are looking for. You can now convert 500 marks for your respective reputations, even though you already have a tier 5 reputation, which was apparently what was blocking it. Other than that, we do have the enemies should now be scaled properly down to 10 or whatever on that first mission that we did last time. So that is supposed to be done. Good evening, we're Tolo 1. I'm still working on it. I'm gonna work at some point. Good evening, Jay. Thanks everyone for tuning in. So first one is on Tribble. We have hopes that their background script, which is supposed to convert all the items, will be the thing that is responsible for all the lags that are currently going on. So we hope that the regular servers will be playable in the near future. Since we do have Astronomer's lag on there, we just thought we might do a Tribble run and see how that's working out. So get that together. One more remark about the paths. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, I made a mistake about the pilot abilities that your pets get. Remember, this is Tribble. Actually have it all spec'd out. They don't gain the shield scraping, the new ones. They don't drain the shields, but they get the scratch the paint, which is the immunity to a core breach every 60 seconds. That is actually a good thing, because your pets won't die to all the walker breaches of the first or second cube anymore, and therefore get their levels better. So that is actually a good thing. So we'll hop back into TeamSpeak and see how people are.
Sound
Ich
microphone
kann hier keine BOs
Microphone
einsetzen, das
activated.
räudige Schiff.
Alright, guys. How's it going?
Hey, Roy.
I'm
Good.
trying to log on Tribble.
I'll host the room, and you guys just X up when you're ready.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna be back in 2 minutes. I forgot something.
Do we still need one more?
Perhaps Cam wants to join us?
Cam, you up? Or fake an AFK?
Sarcasm.
Oh, hey, sorry about that. I'm just getting ready to step out. What's up?
You want to join for a Tribble test run of ISA? See what the lag is like?
I actually cannot. Like I said, I'm stepping out, but I'll
Alright.
be back in about an hour and a half or so.
That's alright.
But if you still want to do another test at that point, I'm willing. See you in a short bit.
Alright, laters. Thanks. So, let's see if we can find someone. They would have to patch, but I guess that would be alright. since everyone to patch as well. Made it in.
Yay.
And I'm stuck at the launcher.
We have the Delta recruitment week number 4. You now get a 75% increase to your R&D experience, and we are working towards next week's goal, which will increase PC and GPL, which is not as good as the XP one. I hope they will do a rerun of the XP. That would really help my Delta team. And I guess everyone could use a few more specialization points now.
Yeah. Especially with the new tree, part2.
Microphone muted.
Okay, then we have today's patch notes. Still correct as we are not past midnight. The Blood of the Ancients was the first mission which we did, and it says here it resolved an issue that was not properly scaling down the enemies for players less than level 60, so this should be fixed. And basically they did a lot to those missions. Emerald Sphere. In stage 3, heralds would stop spawning. I think that is what we saw when we did the battleships, capital ships, something like that. And they were only spawning us 4 of those, and then we had like 1.5 minutes left without any enemies to shoot. So that has been taken care of as well. Generally, there's not much that I still can't think of that is bugged about them, and as I said, we'll see the second mission later on. He is a little slow here with his patching. Okay, one is the announcement for that thing, and we will have the bonus Zen sale. I don't know if you guys are into that, but I would definitely take advantage of it if I were to buy Zen. This definitely looks, yeah. And okay, Jay made it in. Only waiting for Hollow. The launcher is not properly loading for him. Alright, so what are your guys' thoughts on what they did with Season 10 overall? I mean, we have 3 new PvE queues, we have the new reputation system, and we have a couple new ships, I guess. But they release ships all the time, so that's nothing too special. How do you like the overall idea? I don't know, if someone can't log in, that is quite amazing. So I'll try to bring up the other thing as well. Ready to start the Delta tune. Tier 1 ground trades. Receive 5% of your outgoing damage as healing to you. Or kit-based skills deal 5% bonus damage. Kit-based, let's think about that for a minute. What are we actually looking at? That is neither your weapon shooting, which is a pretty big portion. Neither is it the reputation abilities, probably. So this is a bug hunt that we did just a little earlier. If we look at my damage outgoing, the photon grenade and the orbital blast barrage would be the abilities that would be increased, and 5% of those is like 1% overall damage increase. So that's probably not worth it. The healing might actually be sorta interesting. But 5% is quite little. I mean, if you look at this, I dealt 564 DPS total, which means 5% of that is 25 HPS, while enemies hit you for hundreds of damage all the time. If they do hit you, you're dying pretty quickly. For healing, sustain build, something, I can see this sorta working. For elite queues, it's probably not really worth getting it. Especially since ground reputation traits are all pretty damn good. If you look at that, you get the crit severity, you get the crit chance, which is a big portion of your damage, the mental acuity, which is basically mandatory, 10% all damage while aiming, which also increases set powers and everything, or kit powers, I should say. And the armor penetration 10% is a team-wide damage increase, so I'd say stick with what we've got. The stream keeps freezing for me. May have to watch the VOD. I don't have any drop frames, so it shouldn't be on my end, to be honest. It's potentially a Twitch thing. I mean, the lag itself is... yeah, fireworks. The lag itself in ISA is pretty damn horrible, I don't know. So I haven't been playing much lately. We might have some chances for when their script is supposedly finished, if that starts helping, or we'll just stay like that. I'm usually just stopping and doing stuff like that. There's no real way you can improve when the game is working like this.
Microphone activated.
So hello, how's it going?
Not good.
That sounds promising.
Yeah.
So should we...
I'm trying my best.
Microphone muted.
Okay. So in the meantime, we do get chance to look at our Delta reputation, Delta recruitment tune. Since I don't play him while I'm offline, there's no way to do the character's maintenance. So we accept our new guy. We get our duty officers. I actually have to go there to talk to him. Come on, that is... Probably could use the... I mean, doffing in the background seems like a good idea. Guess I'll just jump there and complete the mission. Cryptic arrow. Okay. So at least he's not the only one with technical issues. So for whoever guessed the password from typing it out, verify the files. I don't think so. Didn't help in the past. And we'll just try to relog. Okay, let's see if we can make our way to ESD this time. Alright, awesome. Just another couple of transfers to get our stuff together. Alright. So generally when you're looking at the assignments, you have the indicator of how many skill points you will get. Rule of thumb is longer ones give you more, while shorter ones are more efficient. Like this one gives about twice the XP of this one, but it takes 4 times as long, right? However, there are more special ones which can, usually they are highlighted by either blue or, I don't know, there are even some purple ones that give you very good experience in relation to how long they take. Also make sure to always run your personal ones. For example, the say state of our float capacitor coolant system gives you a buff if you critically finish this mission, which gives you 30 to your starship flow capacitors, and there's basically one for about every single ability that is in the point there. I think you can get like 18 or 19 of those assignment buffs simultaneously, and if you use them all at once, basically when the assignment is finished, it will go to the completed one, where you will see if either it critted or it didn't. So if it critted, you just wait, don't do anything, and stack up more of the likes. If you didn't crit it, you just collect the reward and start it over when it re-shows on the list. The problem is, if you have something completed on this list, you cannot re-queue the same ability or the same assignment again. So if it didn't crit, you need to make it go away. Let's see which traits are active on this one. Like this, I guess. do have a few points for space to spare. Weapons. This one first. Specialist is general damage for weapons, crit chance, crit severity. So weapons proficiency and combat specialists usually are high priority for grown damage.
Sound muted.
Alright. So we don't have enough AC to go over there. Resonance training. Is this one fixed yet? I don't actually think it is. Oh, okay, good. You get 3 of those training manuals, huh? This is the new science ability that they implemented. It has a 1 minute 30-second recharge, 10-kilometer range, 3-kilometer sphere, which means if you have a maximum of 5 targets there, within a range of 3k, it will do something like a chain lightning, and will also reduce damage resistance on your target, and it will deal less damage. So this one is actually not too bad. Which rank does it take though? I'm not entirely sure here. Should tell us. Train less damage is effectiveness based on auxiliary power. Okay, I don't actually. We could check on our bridge officer. Back to sector space. Where do we need to be to start the second mission? Probably on ESD again, huh? I think the first one was started there, so. Delta.
Captain Tom Paris has requested your ship for a joint mission with his task force. I won't lie to you. We're not making much headway against the Iconians so far. You and your crew have proven to be capable of fighting them. Delta Flight is one of the only other teams to do so. Together, perhaps you can start to turn the tide. System. Captain Paris and his team are waiting for you there.
Good evening, Dave. Yeah, I was talking about that as well, that you now can convert bulks of your marks, even though you have a tier 5 reputation in them. That's definitely a good thing. I didn't convert much of mine yet, but I'll be sure to do so at some point. We are in the background waiting for our last guy to be able to connect to Tribble. Yes, some issues, and we are in the meantime moving over to the second mission of the featured series.
The Romulans were once a passionate, vibrant species, but the loss of their homeworld has left them in ashes. The survivors of the cataclysm have gathered under the banner of Empress Sela. She has sought out new allies from the Delta Quadrant in an attempt to rebuild the Romulans' former might. And now, she seeks revenge for a lost world and a broken people.
You convert 500 marks every 5 seconds, so it's pretty decent, I guess. Pretty decent. Hey, good evening, Frankie Do Space. Thanks for your host again. I don't think we can manage to get enough east transwarp over there, but if I'm looking at this map correctly, we need to go from basically here to over there, and that is a little horrible at our speed of warp that we're doing. It doesn't really strike me as they really thought someone would be doing this at level 10. I think they didn't see that as a possibility. But that's alright. I guess. We move over some EC to make this go a little more quickly. Can't really get back to a fleet account bank now anyways. I don't know, the amount of steps involved here is puzzlingly much every single time you try to do something. Okay, Hollow is at 63% loading, so we might be able to get that Tribble run going soonish. In the meantime, have you guys tried running the new missions? How did you like them? When we had the videos on YouTube already from the Tribble runs, that is quiet without Cookie. That is very true. But we shouldn't despair yet, because I think Cookie just came online in game, so we have hopes for some more engaging conversations in the chat very soon. You guys need to throw me ideas every now and then. Alright, Tribble is loading for him. Are halfway there. Possibly should have invested a few more points into driver call instead of weapons training. If we can't get there, can't shoot anyone, huh? Interestingly enough, we do have someone streaming on Twitch right now that has more than 30 viewers. But I think they are talking German. I got no answer. So why say something? Why didn't you get an answer? I think I tried to answer everything you said. The only actual question that you asked was the how long does it take, and it's 500 marks per 5 seconds. That should be the answer. Hey, good evening, Cookie. We are flying over to the second part of the mission of the featured series while waiting for Hollow to log into Tribble.
Force, the Borg were dealt a heavy blow by Catherine Janeway and the crew of the USS Voyager. But the Borg are nothing.
Like this all.
They retreated, waited, planned, and they adapted.
Right.
These are not the nightmares of Wolf 359. They are faster.
You do hear chips, that is true. It's poker chips. And we are practicing the shuffle. Polo was in my dream last night. Okay. Interesting. I hope it was a good dream on that behalf. Alright, Holo managed to log in. So we are ready to go, I hope. So I'll just quickly log this out now that we have finally managed to get over there. I will try the lag on Tribble. Last time we did this, there was actually way less lag than on the live servers. But when they pushed the whole thing live, it didn't really translate very well. So we hope to see if the actual patch that they pushed live is working well. I want to know how long it took to exchange 50k without calculating. Yeah, that is a little much to do in my head, though. Or actually, it shouldn't. It's 500 marks, so 100 conversions, because 10 are 5,000. So it's 100 conversions times 5 seconds, which is 500 seconds, considering you got 1 second of delay to queue a new one and something, possibly, and fill the marks. It's 600 seconds, and that should be 10 minutes. So it's pretty good. 10 minutes if you actually click it.
Sound microphone activated.
Alright, folks, everyone ready?
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, nice. Waiting for pets as always.
Yep.
Let's
And
see.
which tech fleet is for me?
I'm taking the first one.
Okay, I'll do second, you do third.
Okay.
Cookie dreamed of you last night. Hello.
I hope it was a good dream.
That is what I said.
Microphone muted.
OMG, I tried to do a mission of my new tune and I couldn't finish it. It was so frustrating. Which one? That was yesterday. It's a special kind of anger that I get when that happens. I haven't felt it in a long time. New tunes bring out the anger in me. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. That's basically the thing of crippling yourself to make something difficult. That is not the fun part. The fun part is playing as good as you can and beating it basically as good as you can. For me to at least. I don't like something else.
Microphone activated.
So we do have everything.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. I'm ready.
Okay, is asking, we have Aragon, Holofrog, and Marcus on the TeamSpeak right now.
Microphone muted.
You don't have to actually select the project each time because you can select that one as the next one. The only thing that actually takes time off of that is the filling of the marks. So 1, 2, 3, who's not ready?
Microphone activated.
Marcus, you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna debug
So-
it then a bit.
Go on 3 seconds. And here
Which
we
means
go.
I can't use my Intel fleet.
Yay. Okay, so the sphere is not actually taking damage right away. Wow. Didn't get my GDF yet.
You don't need a GDF, right?
Right? Getting the next cloak ambush. I'm popping warp shadows. Marking the gate.
Shadows.
Yay. Okay,
Yay.
so it's not lagging as bad as on live servers. I definitely think we can agree on that.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yep.
wasn't running perfectly, but it wasn't lagging too bad, and our weapons were actually shooting. At least mine were.
Still 3 alive.
Really, yeah, highly likely. Let's look at this. Thief died 2 times. Yeah, that happens. Okay, I guess the damage was pretty good. Thanks guys for the run. But that actually means that there's still hope for the lag on holodeck getting better. Because if this is what holodeck is looking like right now, at least the game itself is halfway working.
Yes, and a few months ago, Tribble was lagging like holodeck.
Yep. Aragon doesn't talk much, so I haven't learned his voice yet. Aragon, bist du da?
Yes,
Erzähl uns doch mal was.
but my English is very bad, so I
He's
say
embarrassed that he died
so
2
much.
times.
Right. The chat is saying that there are 6 people, but I counted and there's at least 10 reporting error. I hope you're right. I have GDF on my Romulan tune and I'm not sure how to properly utilize it yet. Basically you use it when you're below 50% HP. Preferably less. If you do have like 1% HP, you get more damage out of it than if you use it at 50%. Which is why we try to do that with the first core breach, which you can see basically in all the videos, right?
Microphone muted.
The stream stopped for a minute, so maybe they reconnect. The stream was working properly all the time, to be honest with you. I did not get any drop frames. So that is either Twitch itself, but will mean that the VOD of this will be fine. Big yellow numbers, wow. It almost sounds like a troll. No GDF or fleet support for me. Well, that is horrible, especially on Tribble. You can get the spec points to get the trait. Alright, so that shall be it for the Tribble action, I guess. And we'll make our way back to the featured episodes. I have not seen an ISA so smooth in a long time. It was almost moving. And that's our point exactly, because if it's this time working on Tribble, there is still hope for it to work at some point on holodeck, right? And even though it wasn't working perfectly, it was a lot better than before. Aragon, you can sing to me next time I'm on. Yeah, I don't think that will happen anytime soon. The stream was fine for me, that's what I'm saying. What I did doing next, did I miss a lot? You did not actually miss much. I was just correcting a few things and reading out the patch notes for today because it seems that they managed to properly address the leveling issue in that mission that we did yesterday, so they shouldn't be level 60 anymore. And Ryan, why were you online at midnight my time last night? That is my cell phone, that is not actually me. It's in the habit of reconnecting whenever it likes to do that. I have old 8K connection. Yeah, I'm uploading 3.5 megabit per second, byte, I don't know. We are at 3.5 kilobits per second right now. Okay.
Welcome to the USS Byrne. Normally I'm the security chief and second officer on the USS Kirk, but she took heavy damage during the battle in the Lena system. Until she gets out of dry dock, I and many of the crew accepted temporary postings to other ships. I wasn't expecting to get a request to join my father's task force, but Delta Flight is doing some good. I want to help. I'm looking forward to it too. I don't know what crazy scheme my father's cooked up this time, but the more off the wall his ideas are, the more they seem to work. With you on the team, sure we'll complete this mission. But let me know if you need me to translate. Dad has this habit of talking in phrases that went out of style 400 years ago.
Oh, I don't mind. Alright, so we actually have to talk to him. It said you were in Starfleet Academy and it was your actual in-game handle, so I wasn't sure. What time is it when your midnight is on? 7 hours? I wasn't on at 7 a.m. It didn't actually go and look, so maybe I should have taken some fun. Why are you doing this mission? This one is fun if you like to fly.
Warrior, join with us and stab at the heart.
We'll see, don't spoil it all yet.
We will either be victorious or we race towards Stovercore. Today is a good day.
Good day to die?
Team's weapons expert. Most weapons on ships are too puny. I make them strong. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you loaded 5 quantum torpedoes into one casing? You have to reinforce the tubes, but the result is most satisfying.
I like his voiceover, he's so happy about it, that's amazing.
Andrew Weston, all-around genius. Don't let the lack of pips on my collar fool you. I'm just as good as anyone from Starfleet.
Right.
Better even, because I don't let the rules get in my way. I spent some time at the Academy, but I left when I realized Starfleet wasn't for me. Morale stayed. Always wondered if things would have been different for us if she'd had the courage to walk away when I did.
Why would I do this on the hardest difficulty while I'm on a level 11 tune? That is pretty crazy, isn't it? So you find him to be cutie pie? I don't really see that it's working. Yeah, it's called Delta Flight, it's no spoiler. I tend to agree, but people like to get ahead in the chat. Morale had her own path, it appears. Some of us find discipline and dedication important. Your service record indicates you were asked to leave the academy.
Morale and I had a good thing for a while, but I don't know if it would have worked. If you think her dad's trouble, you should meet her mother. That is a scary, scary woman. Anyway, my main focus is computers, specifically encryption algorithms. I've been studying the Iconian tech, and I think I've made some inroads into the fractals they're using for... You know what? The details don't matter. When it comes to taking out Iconian security protocols, I'm the man for the job.
Alright. The level of the tune doesn't matter for this one though. I guess we'll see how it goes.
Do you understand ancient Earth humor? Paris, the older one, keeps asking me if I am 2 weeks from retirement. Is that supposed to be humorous? I thought so. Look, when things get messy out there, and they will, stick with the team and keep your head down. If we work together, we might just get out of this. Most of us, anyway.
Here's the Optimus, really?
Hello there. I'm Ferrix, and I'm well, I don't have a specialization like most of the others, but Captain Paris calls me the cook. I don't know why. I could burn water, but it seems to amuse him for some reason. I'm a trader and blockade runner. Any place where there's conflict, there's usually a few good deals to be made. I wasn't too sure about leaving the Delta Quadrant, knowing the territory is a good part of staying alive, you know. But Tom convinced me. And except for all the heralds trying to kill us, it's not too bad so far. You know, one of the things I've enjoyed the most about coming here is the opportunity to get to know people from other cultures. Klingons, Romulans, humans, Andorians, Betazoids. So many different and intriguing species. Say, after this mission, how about we grab a drink, and I can tell you about the third time I left Benth in custody, and then broke through a Voth defense line to recover the lost chalice of Zilma.
Clearly that is what happened. So he seems to be sort of Neelix, right? Indicated by his name.
I'm Canna Ginnis, the team scout. No one's better than I am at finding trouble, and believe me, I've found plenty. I borrowed my first shuttle off a landing pad when I was 10. I didn't think I'd ever have a chance to join Starfleet, but luckily, people like Captain Paris can see the person behind the incident reports. Now I have a chance to make a difference. It's good to get a chance to know everyone on the team before the action starts. It's bad enough fighting the Heralds. We don't need any interpersonal conflicts muddying the waters. You can count on me, sir, and I know I can count on you.
You do like his red hair. Why do people like red hair? The level of the tune doesn't matter for this one. We'll see about that. My Little Pony. Wow, how is My Little Pony a spoiler? I hope it isn't. Wow, Ryan is really enjoying this. Look at his smile.
Thanks for coming.
Well,
nice to see you again.
They did put in some effort for the chats.
As you well know, the war is not going too well. Delta Flight is one of the ways we're trying to change that. We're a cross-faction team picked for our abilities, not our politics. Now the Alliance needs us to handle an important mission. I hate putting your crew at risk too, but we're gonna need you on this one. Oh, not much. We're just gonna slip into a heavily guarded system that the Iconians already control, avoid detection and probable destruction, steal a Solanae device that could give them a beachhead in our dimension, and escape with our lives. Sound like fun?
Right.
So this used to be Calbriden 3. Intelligence believes that the Iconians destroyed the planet to gather materials for a subspace disruption device. We think they intend to use this device to open a door for their Solanae forces to enter our space.
A whole new fleet for the Iconians? We can't let that happen.
Exactly. But the planetary debris has created an asteroid field, and the mineral content of those asteroids will shield us from the Iconian sensor arrays. I've plotted a course for us, but we'll still need to watch for the Herald patrols. The station with the device is in the center of the debris. Weston will override their computers while we run interference. Once the station's shields are down, we'll eliminate it and the device with extreme prejudice.
Is that another reference from that ancient program about impossible missions you like to watch?
Something like that. The Alliance doesn't have a fleet to send against this station. We're it. If we can't do it, no one can.
So, no pressure.
I hope you're all ready to do the best flying you've ever done, because that's what we're gonna need to complete this mission. Let's head 'em up and move 'em out. Dismissed.
Isn't the female with the bald head the one that also speaks in the viscous cycle? You think that looks like Tom Paris? I didn't really recognize him, to be honest about that. And was that his voice? I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, on the show, he sounded different to me, at least. It might have changed over the years, of course.
Used to be the planet known as Calbriden 3, uninhabited, luckily. But they
It
have
has-
high amounts of topoline, uridium, and boronite. When the boronite and uridium are combined and exposed to an electrical charge, they create spatially inverted tetraons. Lots of spatially inverted tetraons. That's why the Heralds are here, to create a pocket of our space where the Solanae can survive. From there, they'll expand, and what's good for the Solanae is fairly terrible for us.
I think it has the ring to it of his voice, so it's probably it, but I think it changed by quite something over the years. Might also be the microphone and what they did to it. I'm not sure. I guess I should Google to see what he currently looks like. I don't know that either. I was shocked last time I saw Kate Mulgrew from Voyager. I didn't quite guess that, she turned, or changed so much, I should say. Like almost all other real characters. I don't know, I think they did a pretty okay-ish job on the Doctor, I guess. But 7 of 9 was strange, to be honest. They had the screenshot where they were all lined up. We could see that at some point, and I think they had a few good ones. Question: what would be the new Iconian Rep console be better than the Undine 2-piece set bonus? I guess we should check out what the new Iconian Rep console actually is looking like. I think that's the one that increases your maximum power, or is that the other one? I don't know. They have the lobby one, which might be this one. They have the one that gives you constant arm penetration, right? In that case, it would be the 2-piece Undine. 7.5% real damage is pretty big. Let's see in 3 days when we can have the 2-piece set. That sounds like a good idea, and I accidentally effed away the thing. Pretty big fleet following us around.
Okay, Weston. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to take down this security grid. We only have a limited amount of time before a patrol comes by and finds us.
I need help inputting the proper subspace frequencies as I use my deflector dish to cycle through the possibilities. You'll need to match the alpha, beta, and gamma bands. With my subroutine scrambler, that should be enough to break through their security.
Usually when I read tooltips like that, it will be base damage, but we'll have to see about that. So, yeah, we need to click it at the right time.
We've done it! Hurry! The security perimeter won't stay down for long.
Okay, here's the good news. The topoline and the planetary debris will hide us from the Herald sensors. Now keep the larger deposits between your ship and the station. If you stray too far off the path, they'll find us. So keep moving and stay in formation. If you encounter any patrols, take them out as quickly as you can. We need to get in position before the Heralds know we're here.
Sound muted.
So, I'm probably not actually on my headset, it's just so I can actually hear what they are saying. Because I didn't have information. Follow planned course. Where is the planned course? Oh, these ones, huh? I can't actually hear anything because I don't have speakers on my table. I only have the headphones for that regard. Therefore, I actually have to put that on, but the microphone should be the one that I used yesterday. You figured out that clicking thing way faster than I did.
The mineral content of the asteroids will shield us from the Herald sensors. Try to stay in formation with the rest of the
Well, usually when it's highlighted green, you know what to do. Sorry, I'm going. My stream keeps stopping, catching you all in-game. Alright, see you next time, and I don't know why that is happening to all of you guys today. There will, however, be the YouTube version, so I guess you can just check it out then. Do the hard difficulty. I can't change it anymore, can I? We might add through it a second time to see what the higher difficulty actually looks like. However, looking at this, I'm thinking that if you're on a higher level toon, you are actually in somewhat better shape. If your ship turns faster, that is...
Talented, handsome pilot like myself.
That would actually...
Everyone's mom tells them they're handsome, Ferrix.
Friendly fire. Ow, I'm wounded.
I want to see if you can do it. Try it on hard difficulty.
More chances of being spotted.
Race you!
Torpedoes loaded and ready.
You're in luck. Sensors show that you're in the hole.
What are these new ships supposed to be? These ones, they look like shuttles or possibly a defined version.
This reminds me of flying through Earth's space dock. They don't like it when you do that at full impulse.
Yeah. Wait. Who let Ferrix fly inside ESD? Weston?
No comment.
Reach checkpoint.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be
Okay, it resets every time we reach one. Or steering with your mouse or your keyboard. That depends on how far we have to go and how quickly we are going. I can do both, and I actually do both every now and then. Usually if you need to point your ship towards something directly, it's easier to do with your mouse. And if you are super fast, that can also help out.
But we're flying.
It really depends.
Sir.
We can also do this with the keyboard. I mean, they are pretty much in a straight line.
Herald Patrol up ahead. Take them out before they can warn the others.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
I'm jamming their outgoing transmissions, but it won't last.
Getting the subnucleonic carrier wave.
Shields are down. We're taking on boarding parties.
Yeah, they're just doing their side thing again.
Hang on, Moral. I'm bringing a team.
I don't even have a mouse. Yeah, Jay is flying like a crazy maniac. If you're asking me. I mean, I guess you can get used to it if you are using the follow cam and everything, but he is actually just playing with his keyboard, doing the WASD movement basically, and I really can't stop clicking these away accidentally. Okay, meet on Paris and the Armory. Figure out the way. So if we did this one on Elite, that is horrible. This part would definitely not be too... Can't see if we can do the flying part. If that actually changes. That's how you do it.
Fell back here to grab some phaser rifles and got bottled up by those heralds. Thanks for the help. The bridge crew has sealed off the bridge and locked the ship's computers down, but the heralds aren't giving up. All of the remaining boarding parties are moving toward the bridge. If we don't get there before the heralds break through, they'll slaughter everyone there and set the ship to self-destruct.
How is that possible? So Jay replies, I'm weird. Keyboard is canon. Never saw a mouse on the Enterprise. Right. What? I don't understand. Why not every ship has a pilot seat?
Now that you and your team are here, we can clear out the remaining heralds, get to a turbo lift, and head to the bridge. Lock and load, everybody. It's time to save the day.
Lore basic. Going by the lore, it's not actually making too much sense, right? You would expect that every ship has a pilot seat, but I think it's called the con officer. So I don't actually know what the pilot is. I mean, Tom Paris was a pilot, but how about the other people that were flying the ships in all the episodes? Usually they weren't referred to as the pilot. Possibly that's how they make their way out of this problem. They didn't go to the bathroom either. Doesn't mean they didn't use it. Well, they actually had some good sense about what to show people that is actually helping the story. And they felt like stuff that no one wants to see actually is nothing they want to show. Which sort of makes sense. And that's actually an interesting thing if you look at the latest TV shows and everything where they put in scenes where you just feel ashamed for watching it. You don't even know why they put it in because it's not actually doing anything for the show itself.
Welcome to the party. We could use a little help.
Right. Hey, good evening, Music Guru. Did you see the screenshot I posted on Twitter? That was the one that I took the other day when I told you about it. Concept. Alright. This should be the last of them. They could have used mouse and just never spoke of it. Yeah, they... I don't know, never saw one. But they had different ways of inputting the course of the ship. I doubt they used the WASD
I think that's
the way we do.
What's our status?
Your ship is damaged and you have crew in sickbay, Morale. I don't want any unnecessary casualties. I have great respect for your abilities, but if this is some sort of Klingon, glory-seeking, never give up, today is a good day to die kind of thing...
Hey Ryan, enjoying Delta flight so far. The flying part on Norman was pretty straightforward. We did a Tribble ISA earlier, which you might want to check out. That one, we still have it in the combat log over here, was not lagging nearly as much as what we are currently used to on the live servers. So there's hope still that the game will get fixed on the lag somehow. Combat log. I saw the screenshot of us dancing and then another one of you at Starfleet Academy. Yeah, the guy to the left of me is Music Guru. Oh yeah, just saw the image. Alright, nice. I have to think about when we'll do a screenshot for today's show.
Everyone on this
Remain
ship knew the
silent.
risks when we started this mission, including me. The boarding parties are gone, and we need to keep moving. We have to get to the station and finish our mission before we run into any more Herald patrols.
As much as I hate to say it, you're right. If we live through this, your mom is going to be so proud, but she's going to think I was an idiot for trying to hold you back. That's if we live. What do we need to do to get your ship back up and running?
I know a few of Andrew's tricks. Use one of his encrypted override codes to lock the Heralds out of our computers so they couldn't take control of the ship. I could use some extra hands to get these systems restored.
Good job on the computers, Moral, but Andrew? Did he teach you anything else that got him sent to a penal colony?
I don't think Tom, as a person who was in a penal colony, would actually be talking like that, but we'll see. So, I want to take a screenshot of Ryan hugging me and make it my wallpaper. Oh, Cookie, that is so sweet. I do like to draw people with hugs, though. This is not lagging in STO. It's the Iconians manipulating all the STFs. We are weak and can't fight them with full force. I just so hope that was true, because then we could just finish the missions, beat them, and be done with all the lag or temporal problems we are encountering.
Let's both get back to our ships and finish this.
Alright. Let's finish this. Is the first part actually difficult to fly, or?
Let's move.
Is this the more difficult one to do it with?
Time to pick up the pace, people.
I got some scans of those ships. Should give me an advantage when we get to the station.
We're coming up on the center of their operations.
Oh, and by the way, if you guys didn't do your daily missions for Delta Reputation, you definitely should get that going. We will need a lot of marks probably for the consoles if you plan on getting those. Thinking about 500 per item usually. So...
Detecting Solanae energy signatures ahead. Solanae, ugh. They give me the creeps.
Sounds a little like the guy that likes playing.
I've never seen anything like this.
Target the ships defending the station.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
What's up, nuked? Currently, the Tribble patch and holodeck patch are currently the same. Yeah, but we have the issue of them running their background script about changing all the items in the game. So that might be something that is consuming the server power. Or, well, you know, just having high hopes. I mean, Tribble was running pretty good. Did you even choose hard? Did I miss it? No, this is not hard. This is still the easy thing. I couldn't change click there or anything. Oh god, that's the one where I F'd through, huh? At the beginning? I think you could select something after the clicking it thing.
We need to abort. We can't do this without Weston.
I can do it. Andrew gave me a backup copy of his algorithms in case something happened.
Right.
We're falling back.
Dad, I know you mean well, but I have to do this. You know what will happen if the Solanae can break through. We'll lose everything.
Okay, Moral. You can be almost as stubborn as your mother, but I know when I'm beat. All right, people, you heard her. We're going in hot. Cover Moral's ship so she can finish this. We are Delta Flight, and we will not be stopped.
Right. I don't think there's been a new patch of Tribble yet, so they should be the same as far as I know. I would think so too. Get knocked out of control with the ionic turbulence. Get tractor beamed. Shields. Broadsiding with Fight Will, turning to shoot our photon torpedo. Getting the subnucleonic carrier wave, removing all the debuffs that we have at this level.
Left shields failing.
Even distributing shields. Probably should fly away a little more.
The station shields are down. It can be damaged.
Flying away. He is afraid. Clearly. Trying to get into range for the shield node.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
How are we not flying? Yes, we are. Just very freaking slowly.
We're getting there. Attack the dreadnought.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
And because we're not shooting him. Okay. Basing over. It will actually move.
Warning. Ship is
And
under attack.
through this or the station.
Last node. Destroy it, and we can take out the dreadnought and finish this.
33% gates for the dreadnought to vanish.
Shields are offline. Destroy the dreadnought.
Back from somewhere. Oh god, side. Okay, full impulse as we drop combat. When will it use its subnucleonic carrier wave again? Attack Parent Alpha for the torpedo spread into rear casing here. Laser's taking out its shields subsystem. Could be very soon. Hey. The flight complete. Okay, so this is a lot easier than the first mission. That one was, however. Do you use voice activation? Yes, I do.
Their shields up. I think they're activating the station. They're trying to bring the Solanae through. Give me just a... Got it. Core shields down. Hit him now.
Cause sometimes you're muted. Huh? Yeah, that sucks.
Detecting a power surge.
I have a computer. They're still trying to start the conversion process, but their shields are completely
Okay,
down.
let's blow up this thing and head home. We're being pulled in. Evasive maneuvers.
Yeehaw!
I found something interesting in the computer system before the station blew. It's coordinates for another sphere, and this one looks to be very strategically important. It might even be a secondary hub for the Iconian Gateway network. I grabbed everything on it I can find. I'll transmit the files to Captain Cogran at Alliance Command. Maybe he can get a team together to investigate.
The station is destroyed, and we've completed our mission. But not without paying a price. Weston was a talented engineer and a damn fine pilot. He may not have wanted to be in Starfleet, but there was a time I didn't think I was Starfleet material either. Sometimes rebels make the best officers. We know our duty. We just have our own way of getting it done. Exactly. It's been a pleasure flying with you. Maybe we can do it again sometime before this thing ends. Consider yourself an honorary member of Delta Flight.
Alright. Okay, cool.
Losing
So-
Weston is regrettable, but we needed a victory today. Thanks to you, we have won. Defeating a Herald Dreadnought is a significant achievement. Destroying their station and keeping the Solanae locked in subspace is even more valuable. The number of ships and soldiers we have is finite. We cannot allow the Iconians to have a numerical advantage, as well as a technological one. I will examine the files Lieutenant Commander Paris managed to recover from the Herald computers. Perhaps a strike on this base she found will be our next move.
The Polaric Modulator Mark IV plus inertia plus flight speed, turn rate while in slipstream, add 7.5% of your weapons power to your engines as bonus power plus 10 flight turn rate. Inertia makes your ship more quickly follow its engine's thrust, basically. So I don't really think that is something you usually need. That is just getting used to the ship. I mean, ships like the Scimitar are actually horrible to fly when you first start out, but if you're getting used to it, it's not that big a deal. And most of the other things on this are not really needed. Flight speed, turn rate, especially turn rate in slipstream, is not a big deal. And 7.5% of your weapons power to your engines would be a good thing if you had power proms. However, if you're running with Supremacy, Plasmonic Leech, flow caps, and all that, it's not such a big deal anyways. I probably wouldn't slot it on ships that have proper consoles.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Click here to view your traits.
I like the console very much, but I don't have Lobby. Yeah, that might be the thing. If I had Lobby, I would use another console. Yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking too. The console is not actually that good. It's semi-okay-ish. So we have to... How do we redo this mission? Recruit is not looking for. Oh god, do we have to do both again? You must be at least level 10. Wait. What? Episode replay for these missions is available from the journal's featured episode listing. Okay. What is the journal's episodes? Third flight, and we can't replay it.
Captain
Yes, we can.
Paris has requested your ship
Alright, so let's do this a little more quickly than last time, and we'll try to see if we can find the heart button this time without effing it away. Okay.
Hello. Enjoy.
The lag in Corfast right now is horrible. Yeah, ISA is not really playable either.
Thanks.
Okay. For me. Yeah, poor Weston will die again. If we didn't even look at him. So I've altered the voice activation a little. You will definitely hear some more clicking. but I guess we will have to live with that. Okay, so we had to go there, click the 3 things, and after that I think the contact dialog was.
Okay, I need... We've done it! Hurry!
Okay, here's the good news. How would you rate your piloting abilities?
So we do this on hard, right? My piloting skills may even rival your own. Wow.
Try to stick to the path I've outlined.
Okay, who thinks he is going to fail miserably? And who thinks he will do it with no prompts? I hate flying into that asteroid where there is no actual asteroid. So we have enemies now. That is disgusting.
The mineral content of the asteroids will shield us from the Herald sensor. Try to stay in formation with the rest of the squadron.
We just run ahead.
Let's get going. Stick close to the path on your HUD, or the Heralds will
What?
pick up our energy signatures on their sensors. Ready?
Oh. Huh. I'm confused. So what's the real difference? I can't do it on hard. But I'm a real retard and I don't use a mouse. Well, I wouldn't necessarily agree that you're a retard. Only if you say so yourself. Oh, he got in trouble with Paris. Right?
I'm not sure what that means. Is it some kind of alpha quadrant thing?
Kinda. I'll explain it later, Ferrix.
Fire your proton packs, kids. The next turn is a tight one. Let's get going.
Ryan, focus, stop reading the chat. No, can't do that, I'm sorry. But the flying itself is actually identical so far, isn't it? I mean...
Everyone's mom tells them they're handsome, Ferrix.
Friendly fire! Ow, I'm wounded.
Wow, 1 second?
Fewer asteroids through here.
I think we need a
Chances of being spotted.
better ship to do this. My engine is not at the capacity of doing this. If I'm flying full impulse all the time and I can't even make it, possibly, then yeah. You have less time. Yeah, but isn't that an engine issue? We should actually try this on RealToon with an engine to see how it looks then, because when I'm flying straight at it at full impulse and I can't make it, there's not much I can do, is there? And if you were to use immersive powder engines, it's actually ridiculously easy.
Let's get going. Yeah. Wait. Who let Ferrix fly inside ESD? Weston?
No comment.
See, there's just no way I can possibly do this.
It's gonna be a bumpy night. Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna Let's get going. Night. Stick close to...
Ha! I've flown through worse in the Badlands.
We could, try... Well, problem is I didn't do so far the mission on any other tunes.
Paint job there, Tiger.
So...
Don't be a rear seat pilot!
I think you mean backseat driver.
But we're flying, sir.
Scimitar would be horrible. Yeah, that's probably true. The accolade for hitting all these circles is awarded even though you don't make it in time. That's interesting.
I'm jamming their outgoing transmissions, but it won't last.
Yay, subnucleonic carrier wave. Ionic turbulence. Yay. Thing is, there's nothing you can do about that.
Rear shields failing.
Outside of not flying into range, obviously.
Damn it! Hang on, Moral. I'm bringing a team over to help.
Take out those heralds.
Okay, so the flying is actually identical, huh?
Moral!
4 shields failing. Left shields failing.
Oh, we did the acolyte. I didn't even realize.
Right shields failing.
I'm not sure if these enemies actually shoot more than before. Feels like it this time, but we will be fine anyways.
Target's shields have failed.
Are you actually gonna do the whole mission again? Or what about when the race is done? Is the race done? That is my question. I don't know.
Get a team and get over to Morale's ship.
You should have someone with you and race them. Is that possible? I'm not sure. Can we skip the first mission? That is the thing that I'm thinking about right now. Because if we can, we could do this on another tune that has a proper ship. If we can't skip the first one, then there's no way I'm gonna do this tonight. We do have about half an hour left, so we could either do a regular mission or try finding out. How long does it take to find that out? Not too long, right? We'll probably go with this one. But if you're wanting to do it for real, you need a faster engine, that is true. Okay, he's still talking to us even though we changed tunes. Yes, that is very nice of him. So we need to find out if we can get this mission. Heal him. It is in progress. Then we go to the episodes. We can't skip this one. Yeah, that's gonna take us too much time though. So I'll have to do that at some other point. Alright, so we'll just do one more of the regular storyline missions.
Fasten your seatbelts.
And he's still talking to us. Wow, I don't actually know if we will get there in time. The replay is not too big a deal of skill points, so I'll just drop that one to make the list look a little more clearer. Getting our personal ones always done to get the possible subsystem training buffs that we can get. We critically fulfill personal assignments, and always do your duty officers, give them something to do. Attain the Cation diplomatic dinner, what's pretty high experience considering its duration. So that one we definitely want. This one gives pretty good, but it takes 20 hours. That is a lot. We don't have the items. Well, there aren't too many ones that we can actually do. Third-party peace talks, 6 hours. So we'll do that one. Don't have the 50k EC, so we'll just do this one as well. This one only takes 1 duty officer, so let's just do it anyways. And that's it for now. Till we get more missions. Promise, the distance of this is outrageous. I mean, come on. At this level, we are... Are we actually moving? We are, but very, very slowly. Which gives us time. If you guys do have any questions, now would probably be a very good time, right? we are up to 19 people watching. So thanks everyone that tuned in. Space is big. Possibly. What is your favorite color to wear? I don't have a favorite color. However, looking at the where everything is stored, let's just make up a nice description for what I'm looking at. It would indicate that it's either some bluish or some greenish. Question of the day right there. Well, that's the way it is. You guys don't bring up something else. At least we have something to work on. So I'd say like 80% is either blue or green. I think blue should be... Why didn't you like the green ones? Isn't this one looking awesome? So how long will leveling in this game actually take us? One tune from nothing to full. We try to do this in the 2-hour sessions, filling out all the points for driver call to make us go faster. I realize that this is an involved question, but do you prefer beam arrays or dual beam bangs? I don't need a long answer. Dual beam bangs fly like dual heavy cannons, so more straight towards the target, while beam arrays are for broadsiding, which allows you to keep moving more quickly, which will lose in turn on the flanking part, usually, but you will have high defense. Therefore, if you're running on a bad team, arrays are better. If you're running on a good team, or you do very well know what you're trying to do, then dual beams will probably be the better choice. Personally, I don't care, I fly both. The damage output is something that every now and then comes up because people love to discuss like how to squeeze out 1 or 0.5% more damage. That is just a theoretical thing, and I personally don't feel like beam arrays do lose much upon dual beam bangs if properly flown. And as I tried to point out, it's actually different flying.
The Klingons are willing to use any weapon available to destroy the Federation, even time itself. It falls to a small group of brave Starfleet officers to restore the timeline and rescue one of their own. Who controls this sector may determine who controls the war.
Dual beams for high DPS team. That is mostly right. The problem is they don't deal more damage than arrays. They just deal it more into your smaller arc, so you can choose which targets to kill better, right? There's less RNG involved. However, I mean, you got the general concept right. I just wouldn't encourage everyone to get dual beams, because usually what happens is on the first cube, for example, on ISA, everyone targets the cube and the spheres just won't die, which was never a problem if you look back at the array runs where everyone is just AoEing everything down. So if you do have a team that actually knows what they're doing and everything, then yes, high DPS as a general rule of thumb is not necessarily true. Okay, we have to activate these things. Broadsiding, fire at will. Torpedo. Try to keep us facing low, interacting with the thing, turning around, and waiting for combat to drop to do our full impulse. There we go. He is playing with his poker chips again. That is what I'm always doing. I don't know, that is just built into me by now. I practiced that for so long that I just do that subconsciously. I don't actually think about doing that anymore. So he is jamming our sensors. We have... If we want to do the interaction, we can possibly line of sight him. Okay, walk to the T'Pau. We just don't get into arc, wait for combat to drop. If it will have a drop, thank you. Whopping, we don't need to kill him. It's been a while since I've worn pink. May have to try it sometime. I don't think you want to do that. I have once in my lifetime been asked whether or not I'm a very gay person. And I don't know, that is an awkward spot. I'm just in a good spot where the person asking it was even more awkward than the question itself. So I probably don't have to think about it too much, but that was pretty strange, let me tell you. Don't want to get into that sort of questioning. It's so sexy when a guy wears pink. No, it's not. Escort the T'Pau west the ship. Okay. It's like my eyes. Always go to that if I see that. Such a pleasant color. Yeah, I guess so. That only works when you are there though, Cookie. If you are at my side, we can do that. You know, do the partner color thing and everything. But when I'm on my own, I shouldn't do that. Getting the torpedo spread at all three things, AoEing their shields and hoping they will drop in time. Should have waited a little longer with the torpedo spread, but that's alright. And we'll take him out. Can beam to the surface. Jay, I wear pink, but I also don't use a mouse. And you already said that you are a very queer person. And you're in a strange line of business, so I guess you do have some excuses to do stuff like that. That's alright. Need to shoot all these people. If you choose to equip your scimitar with beam arrays, would you choose 2 beam arrays plus kinetic in the back, or the ancient Omni crafted Omni kinetic? With beam arrays, there's really no reason to go for too many Omnis. The thing is, the Ancient Omni loses 30% of its damage, and all the Omnis in general get shitty modifiers on them. So, why are we talking to this console? So what I usually do is I go full arrays plus the kinetic cutting beam, which is an awesome array that you will always have on all sorts of energy damage builds. You can possibly make some value out of the crafted Omni if you really want to, but you don't need to. I wouldn't do it. That just distracts you from properly broadsiding. Isn't there a prison in Texas that makes the inmates wear pink prison clothes? I don't know. I wouldn't say queer, Jay. Well, you know, it's like when you say something and everyone makes something else out of it. I guess when you say certain words, everyone gets the picture in his mind of what you actually meant. Ryan, you still haven't posted any of your pics, by the way. I'm still trying to resolve the issue of my cell phone not being willing to upload to Twitter for some reason, or getting it to my computer. I need to install something to do that properly. I don't know what or why they want me to do that. Thank you for the answer, no problem, Dr. Sniles. Always there to help out. Okay, talk to the guy back here. Hopefully, not all the pics are off landscapes. What do you usually photograph? There's always some sort of landscape around, right? There's always a room as an air-filled Earth picture in some way.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Yay! Level up. Okay, so what is our next mission? Burnish. Maybe he has pictures of buildings too. That is very true. There are buildings involved. If the prison Texas is actually making people wear pink clothes, is that even allowed? Can you force that onto people? Animals, people, cake. Sciatolo is suggesting naked pictures. I don't think so. We should do that. Especially if you try to show those on Twitch, you get actually banned. So we just hope we never enter the porn folder that we don't have. But and there's one more awesome thing. I think they don't allow you to show bodily fluids. Like if you have a nosebleed and show that live on stream, that is actually a bannable offense. I once read through their list of what they ban you for. It's actually quite hilarious by now. I wonder what people did though. I mean, how do they even come up with rules like those, you know? Why do we have enemies all around us?
Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
So we'll just fire away our way through this. Keeping shields distributed. Fire out will. And that is the end of wave number 1. Loading the quantum torpedoes, or the photon torpedo thread actually, to make it count down its thing already. Just attacking their shields, unleashing the torpedoes, and they're all turning towards us. Oh, this is horrible. No one-shots today. Jem'Hadar attack ship, and that is costing us like what, 400-500 mil EC. And just dying so quickly. Well, this conversation took a strange turn, didn't it? Your fault. No, it was Giatolo's fault. I'm still blaming you. I'd say... I'm not sure. Let's actually focus on how awesomely we are killing all these people on their Cardassian ships, and we'll just try pretending that this never happened. Okay, so the torpedo shall do the job for him, and we are able to beam to the axon. If we ever drop combat, that is. Okay, approach, we are there, beam down, thank you. Throwing the grenade, shooting the other people. This is probably 2 groups of enemies already, but that shouldn't be a big deal. Just get into the flanking part of them and toast them all. Always getting the aiming up, so we get the 33% increased range damage going. And shooting all the Cardassians. They are the true way people, aren't they? I don't actually know too much why we are shooting these people. Gather intel from the Axon Bridge. Okay, we definitely should do that at the end. Not necessarily stand on those grenades. Talking of fun stuff, has anyone tested the new Hive ground trait? I think it gives you 4% and 4% damage increase, and if someone else uses it, it should be 8. I'm not sure what happens if 3 people have it though. If it turns into 12 or if it stays at 8. Graphical user interface. Hey, thanks for the stream. Have you played with shooter mode at all? Once I started using it, I just can't stop. No. Why? Why are you playing shooter mode? This one is shooter mode, and the only thing that it actually does is you now have the possibility to... Why does my character move on its own? I'm not pressing any buttons. Hello? Please stop. Okay, pressing it again. Now the only way, or the only real change is that you now can actually miss enemies if you don't have this red indicator of that you're actually aiming at someone. You can just shoot the wall. However, I don't feel like the controls are responsive enough for actually pulling this off, and therefore I don't really like it, to be honest. If I want to play shooter mode, I either go play Battlefield or Counter-Strike. Stop interacting. It's the mecha. Now we have to read something first. I think it was this one. Let's see if we can. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think we had to use that one. Have you got the trajectory bending kit module yet? It's OP. No, I haven't. Not sure what that is. Okay, we progressed through that part very nicely. Not having to interact with all the 5 people, consoles and everything, just because we did this obviously a few times too often. Scanning for triolic waves because we know our deal with STO science, right? Motivation is really strong. I don't know if I would that easily give it up. I'll have to read on what these kit modules actually do. There are a few of them you have to click. No, you don't have to. If you know the answer, it's a little easier to just do the right thing. just shooting all these guys. Getting disabled. Oh yeah. That almost looks like this yoga stance. Does anyone know the name of that? Where you sit on your knees and bend back like that? I heard it's pretty bad for the knees. That's the only reason why I know that. And just so easily he shall fall over. Can't loot the nice armor, which I actually want because we don't have any equipment so far, and I don't intend on moving anything over from other tools. Ah yeah. Sorry, I was AFK for a bit. That's alright, Cookie. That happens to everyone every now and then. You just missed a couple of very bad jokes, so don't worry about it too much. Skirmish complete. Return to ship. Why are we returning to the ship and not just beaming up? I guess we are if we click this, right? Iconian said, have a death beam. I want a death beam. Wow, is that a response to the very bad jokes, or am I missing something? Subspace field modulator, always the item to get from skirmish if you don't have it yet. This one is awesome.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Spinning the wheel and win. What is this one? I don't recall that mission. We'll just go to the Drazana station, and for that one usually I bring up the wiki page which tells you which consoles to connect. In that thing room I just can't be bothered doing that. Wow. I'm hoping Hollow will be free in a bit to help me with my horrible mission that I have on my new tune. Why are you mad at the mission? Which one is it? You need to give me more information to properly work with that. Yeah, they have beautiful death beams. It's like Chaotica's death ray when this eye or the subspace rupture thing is looking at you. It's staring you to death with its brutal beam. Okay. 2 loading screens for no apparent reason. Question Bolan. Yeah, that's the mission that I usually will look up. He's the little imp over here. We need to find an arrangement. Go to the cargo bay. It's called Smash and Grab. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. I wanted to rage quit last night. Nah, you shouldn't do that. This one will be the last mission that I'll be doing on the Delta 2 for tonight, as we are reaching the 2-hour mark, which is our goal for these things. So, in the wheel walkthrough. So let's see what we've got here. We need to not read the information, but this one. Okay. We will scan the installation, run the diagnostics, action unavailable. This one. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And then we just follow this list. Replicators, environmental. Replicators. Environmental, which one do we need to click? This one. Environmental, Gravity and defense. I think defense was the one at the far back. Defense, environmental, and replicators again. Alright. And the replicators. Alright, that was easy enough if you do have Google and the power of the walkthrough. Doing this in-game for the first time took me a few minutes. Usually I just do the brute force at first, thinking that it can't really be that difficult, right? I mean, it's... Need to click the report thing, not talking to him. Okay, okay. Find Zamara back here. Play a round of Dabo. Okay. And I think we need to
spin the wheel and win.
Actually invest money for this to work. No bet won't work, so this one. I still know the exact order of consoles from the lobby event. Wow, that is so horrible. I feel with you. Post-lobby event disorder. It's real. I have the console order ingrained in my soul. That is possibly even worse. Remembering it and having it ingrained. I don't know. Okay, we played Dabo not sufficiently though.
Spin the wheel and win.
Playing it once more because we like this so much. I can't remember the order to save my life. I spent an horrible amount of time with the Delta tune. I didn't know about that walkthrough. Yeah, usually when you think that something is entirely awkward like that, you do find a walkthrough in the internet. Okay. Possibly it's linked to actually winning something. And message from your ship. Go to Deep Space K7. Once you've done it several hundred times, you'll get it. Yeah, probably. Hopefully not too soon though. Anyone else get disconnected? In-game, or... We are still at 0 dropped frames, so the connection itself should be fine. Go into Deep Space K7. Aragon got disconnected in-game. Might be an instance server that crashed over something. I had not an astronomous amount of disconnects at your time though. So, I don't know. Just got DC'd right at the end of a long mission. Now I can't log back in. Well, that is horrible. Why can't you log back in? Like, what's it saying? Can't get the launcher to work, or account server. And now I have server not responding to. Why's my ship not flying anymore? Everyone getting server not responding left and right. Can't get connected either. Yeah, they might have some issues with a node of some sort, right? Seems several people have it, while we don't actually see it live here. Frozen. I'm on the final stage of BGA. Gates of Grathor Advanced. Getting DC'd there really sucks, dude. Or server not respondings. Character selection is frozen. I don't know how that happens. to Lieutenant someone.